I got another one here for you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Look, we're going to get the shorts feed flowing first, vertical feed. So, another day, another great day. Hope you guys are having a fantastic, what is today? Wednesday. I know I am. Look, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get the video started. Got one from Anton Daniels. Well, actually, it's from Solo Traveler. Yeah, the Solo Traveler ORD. Yeah, it's a great channel for travelers and passport bros. Salute to the passport bros. But he has a video here from Anton where black women are asking some crazy questions, and they really want you to humble yourself. So we're going to go ahead and let this run. You guys smash that like button. If you're coming in from the shorts feed, there are 3 tiny dots in the top right. Hit the like or dislike after you hit the drop down menu. But with no further ado, let's get right into it. All right, and we're live from StreamYard. With no further ado, let's get right into it. I got one from the Solo Traveler ORD from Anton Daniels. Let's go.
Ask your question, Molly. What up? This is Solo Traveler ORD back with another video review. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell while you're right here. So with this video review, I'm actually going to do a review on Anton Daniels' video. Shouts out to him. I definitely love a lot of the work that he does on YouTube, on all his platforms and all the stuff that he does. I'm a big fan. So I actually wanted to do a recording, or at least do a reaction to this one video in reference to them talking about Kamala Harris and the whole relationship standpoint of.
Shout out to Anton Daniels, but also shout out to the Traveler, Solo Traveler ORD. You know what I'm saying? And keeping us abreast of everything going on with the passport bro. So you're doing your thing as well. Keep doing what you're doing. You're definitely contributing to the community. Let's go.
Basically, women should be divorcing or leaving their men because if they choose to vote for someone else, such as Trump or whatever. So, you know, this is going off of that video, but without further ado, let's jump into this because I do not want to make this longer than what it should be. But I also want to say fair use, fair use. Let's go ahead and get into this. So here's the video. Let's
fair use. I never say that, but whatever. Fair use, fair use. Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on. So there's women talking about leaving their men if they vote for the wrong person. Wow. Wow. They want to keep control of you. Let them go.
Right? Listen.
Bro, black women are out of control. I've been saying it since I've been on this show, and ain't nobody gonna check it. I'm super sorry, but it is the truth. Who else get to laugh at somebody's death? Who else get to laugh at somebody's assassination attempt? Nobody does these egregious things but black women. Nope.
Correct, and that's every woman in Western culture. So as much as he's saying that, targeting just black women, but just about every woman in the Western culture believes this way. This is how they act towards everything.
Nobody says nothing. You know why? Because they are doing the work of the white man.
Why are nobody saying anything to black women though?
Because
I never understand these arguments. And this is just me being honest. I don't understand them.
Because for so long, y'all can't nobody tell y'all nothing. The only thing that could stop you pit bulls is when you slap on the nose. Now we can't do that no more.
Okay, so why can't anybody tell black women anything though? Nobody can ever, like, why?
I can answer that question for her. The reason why can't nobody tell them nothing because they believe no one can tell them nothing. They believe that they are high-minded, that they are the ones, they're God. They believe that they are in charge of everybody, that they're everybody mama, and no one should not talk back to them or even talk bad about them. They have no respect towards other men or just people in general. That's the reason why. Why is she being disingenuous about this? I don't know why she's being like that, but everybody knows that they're one of the hardest group of women to deal with.
Okay,
Bro,
it's safe to say.
What is it about black men that's not warranting any type of respect from?
It's going. It's
no,
going
I mean, I
to
know,
Let me ask you a
but I'm just
question,
trying to
Molly.
pull like just
Bruh.
you know.
Molly.
y'all don't.
sound
First of all,
barbaric.
y'all
It's
don't
sound
listen.
barbaric.
No. Let me ask you a question, Molly.
Y'all are so
Let me ask you a
educated now.
question.
Y'all want to listen now. You know what I
Let
mean?
me
Like,
ask you a question,
I'm
Molly.
being devil's advocate. I just want to see.
Have you
She ain't
seen?
got to be the devil's
Have
advocate.
you ever tried to negotiate with with these women that's on this panel some of these times? Do they listen to you? No.
I don't say anything, but I'm not a man and I'm not a black man. So my thing is, from a black man's perspective, though,
Okay, so
I
let me
don't
ask you a question.
understand.
For me,
Because
have you
white men
seen
can't get
any
a lot of their
woman?
women under control either, but I don't hear the same
She's steady
conversation.
talking over
Well,
these
I-
men, and she
that
wonders,
conversation
like, what are
is
you
going
talking
on. This is
about?
affecting everybody in the West. Every man you could think of. That's why you have the Whatever podcast. They're going deep into it, talking about a lot of the stuff that goes on. There is other podcasts that are out there that's talking about this issue. Legion of Men, I think it was the other one. You know, yo, I'll tell you, this is one of the reasons why I tell you, brothers, you got to get your passports and leave, because these women here, they're being disingenuous in so many words. They're sitting here trying to gaslight men, and they know what's up. They know what women are doing. They know what they are doing. But they want to act like they're stupid, like they don't know what's going on. Like
Hit that
they're
like button.
just innocent. It's just chameleons.
Talk
They just
about
hide
it.
it better.
They're definitely having the conversation.
They hide it better. But have you ever seen any
Not like
woman
black people, though.
that I've ever? All right, forget that. Have you ever seen a black woman in general submit after being checked by her man?
Yes.
When?
It depends on the man.
Stop
It
the
depends on the
cap.
man.
No,
You said
I
what?
don't know. So
Okay, it do depend on the man. If the dude they boss, that's about it. If the nigga paid him,
No. I'm talking about a woman that got a difference of opinion, and then she get checked, and then you seen her switch her position and change, and then go over to what the man was saying.
yeah, I've seen it on Clubhouse.
Nah.
Remember how we always talk about they're studying us. Remember, we always talking about how they study us, especially if they're panelists. So keep that in mind, because you know what we talk about in this channel, the different things that we've spoken about. So when you hear these same topics on these women's mouths, but in reverse, remember what we talk about. They study you, they they mock, mimic, copy you, and then try to replace you. Okay? So you're going to hear one of these women on this panel regurgitating what we have been saying over here in the man space here lately. You know, you're going to hear her regurgitate it, and it's going to sound really goofy. It's not going to make any sense, and you can't make any logic of it. But she just heard us say it, probably me, and then she just decided, oh, you know, I'm going to go ahead and flip it, because they know that they have control of the algorithm. They know the algorithms are pushing their content to the top as long as they're always upping women and putting men down. These women don't have to have any great talking points. I've seen women barely able to form coherent sentences in their titles, words misspelled, not on purpose, still getting pushed to the very top of the algorithm, making these women think that they have good content, right? It's messing all kind of stuff up. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. They study you.
Hell no.
Stop the cap.
I've seen it on here.
I think relationships like that, the dynamics were already off. The woman was already in that dominant position as it was, though. She's probably the breadwinner.
Let me give y'all an example.
Y'all may be.
Oh, no. Exhibit.
Trick.
Just wanted to give y'all a preview.
Go ahead and smash that like button.
Exhibit A.
Subscribe.
Okay, but she's not all black women. Y'all gotta stop.
Bro,
Come on, Q. You've been doing this with
I
me
mean,
too long.
just on the basis, because it
Yeah.
seemed like black men have become the new white supremacists.
Wow.
I don't even hear.
Okay, now, did you hear this goofy stuff that she just said? This is what I'm talking about. Now, I've been calling these women colonizers and the useful idiots of white supremacists for months to about a year. These people, man, these people. This is why. Get your passport. Why are you? Do you think that it's good for your mind to listen to a female regurgitate stuff that we've been talking about in the man space and act like she don't study us? You think that's healthy for you? You think it's healthy to argue with women that are taking the talking points that you're putting out and just sitting around with their lonely asses coming up with counters to it? Do you think that's healthy? It's not, man. If you want to make money, now Anton, he's married. If you want to make money, and also Solo Traveler, shout out to them, they're married. They're making money. But these other panelists on here, single and arguing and stuff, and us, it don't do us any good. They're studying you and then regurgitating what you're saying to you, and you're sitting there like, wait a minute. I know we talked about, I know King David talks about these women being the new colonizers. You know what I'm saying? That they're oppressing men. They're using the system of marriage and divorce, and they're using all these different laws put in place so that men can't physically do anything. Not saying that they should, and men can't even get loud, and men can't go in the gym and look at them. And they got the backing of the government behind them, and they know it. They know it. Just like he said, disingenuous. And then to say this, that it makes no sense. Black men have no power. We have no power. We're not making no laws. The laws are in favor for your college loan debt forgiveness. They're always pandering to you, especially certain parties, so that they can incentivize y'all to vote a certain kind of way. And you're getting stuff, and we're getting nothing. And they're putting laws in place so that men can't do things, and you get pretty much destroyed through divorce, incentivizing you guys to divorce a guy. You have nothing to lose. How in the world are we your white supremacists? We don't have no power. We don't have no system behind us that can oppress you, be used against you. You have it behind you. You're regurgitating our talking points, you stupid fool. You stupid fool. You shouldn't be platformed.
White men talk about black women.
Well, they're not going to talk about them because the fact that
he's got it, you know what I'm saying? But she's just mad that, we're talking about them, and they have to try to frame it in a way to make us into this boogeyman. Right? So they're regurgitating our talking points without being able to back it up with anything? With anything? You just say something, and then you start talking about your feelings? Oh, they talk about us more than white men talk about white women. Oh, you are never checked. Everyone is scared to check you. We ain't got nothing to lose. You've been dogging us out for 40 years. And we're finally saying something. You were dogging us out when we weren't saying nothing. You're dogging us out when we're saying something. We have nothing to lose. You're just talking. And your funky asses are getting left behind. And you can't gaslight us back onto the plantation.
they're not dealing with most of you guys, so of course they're not going to talk about it. They're going to talk about what they're used to talking about. This is why you got a lot of black men talking about black women, because that's what they mostly deal with. When you have a lot of Latinos, men talk about Latinas because that's mostly what they deal with. So of course they're going to complain and talk about what they're used to. So it's like she's trying to twist it. It just doesn't make sense what she's trying to do.
It's black men talk about the race of women that they were literally birthed from.
You be around white men, so
let me give you a history lesson.
White men are getting a different version of y'all too.
No.
That's a fact.
No, I
We don't want to talk about that, huh? Oh, we don't want to talk about that. Oh, yes, y'all do. Y'all give them a refined version of yourself that you don't think that the black man deserves. Meanwhile, back at the plantation, you over here trying to do whatever you can to get us to go back to whatever we used to do to make you feel better. And because we're not making you feel better, why y'all been bashing us for 40 years plus while raising the men that you're bashing. We're going to talk about it today. I got to be the voice for the men. You raggedy stinking asses. You're running around here with tart coochie, and then you're mad at us for no reason from the mistakes that you've made in your past and that trauma that you have not healed from, be it childhood traumas from whatever guardian or adult hurt you, and then also your relationships that you get into based off that childhood trauma. We're not going to deal with it no more while we sit back and let y'all just talk crazy about us, trying to make us look bad to all other groups of women while you get to, reap the rewards of having the best men on the planet. Not going to happen, okay? were off the plantation, Keisha. Now, you can sit here and gaslight us and try to make other races think. How are you going to make other races think anything? And like they're about to say, white men, they left a long time ago. They did it in silence because their women didn't want anybody to know. You're blowing it up everywhere, letting everybody know. Now, of course, we're all black people. So, you know, the men did come up with passport bros. But listen. It's a little bit of petty. It's a little slight petty, okay? What y'all been doing is just crazy. You're the ones blowing it out the water. You just let us go peacefully. You've been saying that we're the leftovers anyway. Why you care? Why you care? Why you care? Why are you saying that we're oppressing you and we're the new white supremacists? What power do we have over you? I'll wait. So thirsty. Nothing. We have no power over you. Now, you have a lot of power over us. And you've been raising most of these men where it's been no man in the house. So you've been raising the weak men you're complaining about right now. You've been completely setting us up for failure. And now that we're speaking out about it, it's like, shut them up. Shut them up. Call them sassy. You know, call them white supremacists. What is it going to be next? We're going to end up being terrorists. Watch.
Finish her.
That's what they're going to call us next.
Y'all all so wrong.
Better version?
Y'all don't realize that white men lost their women first. They was the original simps. They was the original passport.
Let's put more context to that. The politicians, they lost everything. They lost control because of the politicians, because they wanted votes. They're the biggest simps that sat up here and
thanks for the subscription
to these women, to
welcome
their
to
demands
the tribe.
because they want votes. Those are the ones that screwed up society.
Bros, they the original simps. They're the ones that fell first. What you largely see in
So why do black men follow in white men's footsteps,
listen. I don't know if y'all familiar with it, and Molly, you may not be familiar, but there are.
Why does she feel like she needs to? This is what we're talking about. You have no discipline, and your attitude in your mouth is the reason why you're the least desired of all women, and you're the least married at 26%. We didn't do nothing to get you there. We didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing it on your own through your starter packet. You know, Section 8, EBT food stamps, possible child support, whatever other government assistance they give you, losers. Then whenever you get on your feet a little bit after destroying a few men and collecting some things, right, finally getting on your toes and a decent job, then you turn around and act like you never was on food stamps, Section 8, and anything else, you know, Medicaid, anything else that the government's giving out to you for free. All these freebies and all this debt forgiveness. And you're talking crazy online while black men have to get it out the mud, have had the worst image placed on us by the same media that's pumping y'all up, got y'all twerking at conventions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You don't know what you're doing. You destroyed your image, and now instead of you working on it, you're trying to shift blame to somebody else. Oh, we're oppressed. This victim mentality, right? This is what we're talking about. The forever victim. You can't be the strong black woman and be the victim at the same damn time. Damn.
Segments on YouTube that are way worse as far as how white men are communicating as far as what's going wrong. White men created the whole group of MGTOW, men going their own way. White men are the ones that started.
Yeah, let's give credit where credit is due. It was the Caucasian man that came up with MGTOW. Now, of course, Save Yourself, Black Man, and all sorts of stuff came out afterwards. Shout out to those that came up with that. I don't know if it's BJ said more. I don't know. Don't get upset with me, whoever came up with it. I'm just saying, MGTOW, white dudes that come up with it, moved up out of the sector in silence and started, you know, they were passport broing it way before we started doing it. Just did it in silence. And the white women didn't say nothing. They seen them doing it. They didn't say nothing. Started going over there and messing with niggas and stuff like that. But they didn't say nothing, really. They let them move out in silence. Y'all blowing up the spot. Y'all just over here talking and talking and talking and running your mouth. And if you don't care, why are you worried about us? Why are you gaslighting us? Why are you putting labels on us? What are you doing? Man.
Complaining about their women first way before we started to get a voice. Listen. White men be getting their ass kicked for so long, and they outwardly, they visibly, and it's not just white men, it's Asian men, it's white men, it's men on all spectrums are complaining about what the fuck is happening. If y'all are saying that y'all don't hear from it, it's just that you not familiar with what's going on in these segments. But I will tell you that it is white men all across the board. They the leaders. It's the Rolo Tomasis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I just had Rolo. I just did a video on Rolo. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know, they be shadow banning the hell. They flagged my video, man. Now, Rolo, if you don't know this, okay, you can't talk about a certain community, man. I know it happened because that's what got a couple of my channels shut down. You can't speak about a certain community in any kind of way. In any way. Not indirect, not direct. You can't do it. You can't do it. You got to leave that community alone. We can talk about whatever, you know what I'm saying, offline about that community, but you can't talk about that community online. You can talk about women, you know what I'm saying, but you can't talk about that community, sir. You can't not do it. When you do it, they start suppressing you in the algorithm. They'll shut your channel down. I figured it out. I was like, man, I'm talking about women today. I started speaking a little bit too much about certain community, harassing me on TikTok and stuff like that, you know, forcing their ideology on me. Man, channel started getting shut down. I'm like, whoo, I see what it is now. That one community, it's probably two, but we already know you ain't really gonna be talking about that community start with a J. You know what I mean? But that one, you better leave it alone. I'm telling you, if you want your message to get across and be spread abroad, right? Now, once you get the platforming you need, you can say whatever you want, you know, but things got to change first. You can't speak about that community, man.
Just start getting
So is white women and black women acting up now?
It's Western culture.
Now it's not.
What about the male feminists, though? What about the men who support the feminist agenda? Because it's a lot. Y'all love to see
the ones that started to lose their households. Those were the dudes that said "happy wife, happy life." Yep. Those are the guys that lost it in the beginning. They are the ones. I'm telling you, it is not this issue.
It was never happy wife, happy life in my house. It was if dad's having a bad day, everybody's having a bad day.
It's not a color specific issue. This is something that is happening in Western culture in general. We speak about it because everybody up here just so happen to be black.
But why do some of y'all make it seem like it's just black women?
Because they don't know
It's not some of y'all. It's the content creators that you're obsessively watching full. If you broaden your spectrum and watch men that you don't find attractive, watch men of other races that you don't find attractive, you will hear the same stuff. And they're going to be talking about all women, not just you. You're watching the men that you find attractive. You know what I'm saying? That are probably men that find black women attractive. So they end up talking about black women more since it's our community, right? What are you talking about? You want to be able to whine and do it in different kind of words and use your face in weird ways to make it seem like you know exactly what's going on. You're disingenuous. What are you doing? What's happening is the attractive men that you're watching that's talking about black women are making too good of points. And it's bothering you deep to your soul. The demons are getting triggered and rattled. That's all it is. And you want to whine about it, but do it in a way that don't seem like you're whining.
Type of women that they've been dealing with. If most guys is only mainly dealing with black women and their experience from the time that they born with their mother all the way up into the women that they dealing with as far as their baby mamas have been black, what do you think that they're going to speak on?
That's all they can speak.
You know, also to add to it, you know, there is stuff that gets put out into the media. We've seen it already, how a lot of BWs have put themselves out there and with the attitude and so forth. They made themselves the poster child for attitude. We have nothing to do with that. This is something that they did on their own.
Facts.
No man of any race, of any culture wants to be bothered with a woman that is like that at all.
I appreciate
Men
you,
want
partner.
peace. We don't want
right.
drama.
Hit that like button, y'all.
Don't.
Hit
And then
that
a lot
like
of them
button.
don't be knowing for real. Like you have people say, "Oh, white people they don't do this over there." Yes, they do. You just don't be over there with them to see it.
They
be
do.
doing
They
it.
just don't have so much open
They do.
dysfunction.
They do.
They have
It's
open.
very
doors,
open.
too.
You not
You ever
white.
been to
Y'all
a
need to
Shocker.
get in
white
some of these
bar?
other
You ever been to a
spaces
white bar? You'll see a
and see
lot
what
of
these
white.
guys are
A
talking
lot of
about.
Well, I'm talking about as far as family dynamics. Their family dynamics are,
Oh, it's
are a
just
little
as
bit
bad.
different.
That's why they created the whole. Listen,
Facts.
y'all need to go and watch it. I think it's on Amazon Prime. It's called Men Going MGTOW. Men something I forgot. Oh, it's called
Original.
Okay, now this is what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna do this. All right. MGTOW has been around for how long, gentlemen? Long time, right? White guys been doing it. White guys been talking about it. See, for the black community to acknowledge a movement, it has to be a certain kind of black man or woman to represent it. I'm serious about this. They got to see it. They're just gonna make fun of MGTOW from it. What is that? Bunch of weirdos, bunch of cells, right? But when somebody like me adopts that moniker along with Lone Wolf, and it means something because I move a different kind of way. I demand my respect. You're gonna give it to me, and I'm moving the way that a man's supposed to, especially a black man of God, right? So when I speak, they listen. So when I take on a moniker like MGTOW, which black people, I didn't even know what it was until, my divorce and start looking up stuff. You know what I'm saying? It shows you culturally how we have all kind of different little segments that we go into. But black people didn't know nothing about it. So as soon as a black person that they respect or they go to look at is in it, they start looking it up. Okay? Don't be mad at me because I know the influence I have and I wield it. Don't be mad at me. But I know that I'm the one introducing new terminologies, new psychological terminologies and different things into this whole dating sphere, okay? And when I even brought this up one time, like, hey, black women are not going to look into MGTOW until an attractive black man is representing it. They're not going to look into MGTOW until there's an attractive black man representing it. But what is this MGTOW? What is a lone wolf? What is a sigma male? They're not going to care what that is until it's someone that they find attractive, extremely attractive, representing it. Don't be mad at me because I know my influence. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. That's why a lot of y'all can't stand my ass. I know my influence on you.
Red pill. Men going their own way.
Don't watch that shit. That's all white men. That's
No,
the
I
thing.
agree.
That
I
made
agree.
it
Men
famous.
started it. It ain't all
It's
white
all
men anymore.
I have to ask these questions because it's like the only opportunity I have to, especially to hear from like Anton and just the perspective of it all.
appreciate that, Chakra.
Because I don't
You know what I mean? I
have these
appreciate that.
conversations in my
Goals.
house.
No,
So-
I feel you.
So,
You're just
look.
asking the questions. But
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it is a thing. Q acting crazy like she don't understand what's going on.
Oh no.
It just seems like black men are becoming the new white male supremacists. Like just
It's not white male supremacists. It's white supremacy. It's a system. The race itself ain't. She don't even know what it is. It's a system that runs without the race. It could be Indian people that are white supremacists. Does she not know what's going on with that system? Man, she don't even know what white supremacy is. Is she trying to say that we're her new slave master or something like that? You know what I mean? Because that's a little bit different than white supremacy. She said white male. See, this kind of useful idiot is what I'm talking about. She's utilizing all the systems of white supremacy through the government assistance given to her to keep the men that, she's naturally attracted to out of the home. And she don't even know how to describe it. She don't even know how to say it. And she's calling us that. You need to do more research, okay? I'm not going to give you the full definitions of things, but, I'm giving you the basis for things, and then you do your own research and Google these things or whatever you need to before you get online and make yourself look like a fool.
just from my
You just so happen-
perspective.
Can't be supremacy. You can't be a black supremacist and you don't have control over what's going on in the community or over the women. How
Thank
can
you.
There is no control. So what is she talking about?
Get the
My
microphone, and
perspective.
we're not being silent no more. And they mad because we talking about it.
Miley,
They want
my
us,
question to you is,
want us to shut the fuck up.
how can a black man take lead in 2024? And please do not tell me by talking.
How dare you?
That ain't been working. So the ball in your court. I'm here to learn, Molly.
Why can't men lead?
Oh no. Let Molly teach.
Okay, ask me that question one more time because I really don't understand why. Go ahead.
How can men police up women in 2024? Police up is just another word for.
Well, I don't know. I think it might be too late. The women are so masculine. I don't know. I really don't. You're gonna have to find a woman that is probably down here compared to where you are in certain aspects.
So
I think a lot of y'all compare masculinity to aggression too. Just because you aggressive and talk don't mean you masculine. You just aggressive as
No,
fuck.
I understand that.
I like that. Kenny on to something. Kenny P on to something. Y'all conflate being aggressive as hell because we can't do nothing. We have to put our hands behind our back or the cops will be telling us that. You know, with masculinity, true masculinity is showing discipline and restraint. You know what I mean? And being a leader. So you have no idea what it is. You're just aggressive. You know, which is the opposite of masculine. It's emotion. You're really just emotional as hell. You're conflating being emotional, dramatic head cases with a masculine man because you date these dramatic head cases that was raised by you, that was raised by single mothers. You see what I'm saying? Manifest destiny. You get what you put out. You get what you deserve. Okay? You get what you deserve. But yeah, you're just aggressive. You're not masculine. It's not even GMO masculinity. You're just aggressive. You're weak. You're emotional.
And then I notice, especially watching media and TV, like the times that I do watch stuff on TV, it's a lot of feminism pushed. It's a lot of you don't need a man. You don't need anybody telling you what to do. Like you're strong by yourself. Like you don't need help.
Man, she's kind of like, I guess she's playing victim all the way around because she's like, well, these talking points are correct. You know, but I'm thinking about it from her perspective. She's saying, oh, well, you know, the media's pushing this on us and that's why we're so masculine or whatever. She's being super masculine saying that we're the new white male supremacists. Like, what? That right there, you know, is aggression.
It's a lot of it. It's just a lot of propaganda.
It's like y'all don't see y'all. Like my wife, she always say, why my daughter Ivy, she like, why Ivy don't listen? I was like, you don't listen.
He's talking about it right now, my brother.
She get it from you. Like y'all don't know that y'all doing it until it's too late. It's like me and we are trying to, we want to see y'all bump y'all head, but the man in us won't let y'all. And until we allow y'all to really bump y'all head, Kamala being president, y'all ain't gonna see, but it's too late. It's kind of like, yo,
come on, that ain't gonna stop them. That's gonna embolden them. They ain't even gonna care what she's doing. They're not gonna care what she's doing. Man, please.
Girl taking you for granted for being a good nigga. If she go out there and test the streets and get dogged out, she learned a lesson. But after that, you can't come back here. It's like I want you to learn a lesson without going out there and putting your pussy in the street.
Facts.
Y'all don't listen, bro. Like
it's a loss. They do the panel so they can get like the woman's perspective, but the problem is too, on the panel they can't say much because it'll come off a certain way. So it takes us reacting to it to be able to say what they. You can look at these dudes' faces, and you can tell they want to say more. I mean, Anton had his head down. He wanted to say so much more, but he has to be more diplomatic when you get to a certain level of subscriber. So he can't go off like he used to. Because I don't even see him pulling out the black hoodie or nothing like that no more. So, you know, you got to like kind of show a lot of restraint. And these women, though, it's just, they just throwing for the fences, man. They over here talking about you're a white male supremacist. You know what I mean? Like, what, lady? What's going on? While also saying that, you know, women are super masculine and da-da-da-da-da because of what we watch. You know, stop watching it.
You
agree. I wholeheartedly
And that's not
agree.
just to men. And that's not just to men. They didn't listen to their mamas and daddies when they ran off at like 18, 19 years old and started going to bed.
That's true. That's true. So, you know what? There's a lot to unpack in that video. Let me know what you guys think about this video, because I don't want to make this video too long. But hey, I thought that there was some good conversation, some good dialogue between everybody. Although I do believe that there was some cap being, represented on the panel. But you know what? In the end, I'm glad that they actually landed the plane and basically addressed the BS. So, this is your boy, his Solo Traveler ORD. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell. And I'm out.
Absolutely. You heard my man. Hit that like button. I appreciate y'all. I got a couple more clips I want to play, man. But I feel like, it's at a good number right now. Man, I've been over here looking at these clips. Just hang on, man. Hold what you got. Hold what you got, okay? I might have a couple clips. Don't go nowhere. Hang on, man. I might just show a little bit something, man. Let's go ahead and rock with it. Let's see, we got that lined up here. Nope, not lined up here. Put that right there. Yeah, I'm getting used to. I'm getting the hang of this. Your boys get. I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous.
Your outfit is fire.
So you're gonna say?
Yeah, I like the necklace. It goes with. You. Nah, you ain't trying to bite me for real.
You trying to say that you felt like our shit was like demure?
You see what I'm saying? You see what we're just talking about? Like a wild pit bull. And she only did it because of black man. She never done that. You see what I'm saying? You see what?
I used to roster date something crazy. I used to be queen of roster dating. I do not roster date no more because for me, the alphas, man. Y'all dope too. The energy that comes out of it is like, this is exhausting. I cannot, first of all, men get on my nerves, right?
They're annoying as
fuck. And they really are annoying. And I'm like, now I got to deal with boys being annoying. Like, I can't do that. So like, for me, it's too exhausting. I don't like exerting.
Like Danica Marie was saying, for these women to really be so exhausted and worn out by us and tired of us, they do talk about us a lot. They talk about us a lot. I mean, they're talking about decentering, and that's all they do is talk about us. Their lives are revolving around us regardless. Whether they're talking about no longer, centering themselves around men, they're still doing it. Or they're over here centering themselves around men, competing for men. They don't even realize it. Like, their whole life is about chasing men and looking good to get the right man and a better man. And men, we like it. But again, we don't need it. We don't need it. We're not wired the same.
My energy. I'd rather exert my energy on one person and be like, all right, this don't work, I'm gonna move on. Yeah. But I used to be heavy roster date. I used to tell men, hey, you're on the roster. I used to roster date something crazy. I used to be queen of roster dating. I do.
If you my man and you successful throughout your whole entire day, I'm not giving you a round of applause with my hands. I'm giving you a round of applause with this ass. So you better be fucking ready, because I'm gonna throw it back. If you my man and you successful throughout your whole entire day, I'm
dating a Scorpio is my biggest regret.
What happened in there?
He was.
I don't care.
To the guys who think that y'all gotta worry about these young brothers taking y'all girl, it's not them. It's not them y'all gotta worry about. Because half these young brothers ain't doing nothing with themselves. They out here, they not working. They don't want to build.
Hey, listen, shout out to y'all. Y'all live y'all life. Y'all know y'all got till, close to 35, 40. Start getting yourself together. You got time. You got time, brother. We ain't talking about you young bucks, all right? But heed what she's saying, because there's a new breed of older man out here, man. I'm telling you.
They not entrepreneurs. They don't want to go to school. They don't have degrees. They not doing nothing with themselves. So no, we not scared of losing these 20 and 30-year-olds. Y'all want to know what the competition is right now? The men that is successful in 45 and up. Let's say 38 and up. And I'm not talking looking good wise, bed wise. We talking about successful wise. They out here running these streets. They out here swooping these women, making them their wives and putting them up and all of that dumb shit. It ain't the young kids it ain't the young brothers that we gotta watch out for playing us or us falling for it. It's these people we think that successful, got our best interests at heart, 45 and up, and got money. Dumb niggas, stay off their territory. To the guys who think that y'all gotta worry about these young brothers taking y'all girl, it's not.
Grandma, what are these? It's how we used to listen to music. Can we listen to them? Oh, sure, honey.
These kids are so disrespectful.
Oh, Aaron's mix. I wonder what's on here.
Do it, do it, do it now. Lick it good, suck this.
First word that comes to mind until we say the same word. John.
Men tend to forget that women typically are emotionally wired or more emotionally wired. And so what happens is when she comes to you and expresses a concern, if that concern does not line up in your head logically, men tend to dismiss it. Okay? And they don't consider how she's feeling. And I want men to understand.
I don't care what you want us to understand, nigga. What are you talking about? You speak a little womanese and now you on here over here trying to preach to... This is a master class in pandering. What he's talking about has nothing to do with us. You're a grown man, right? Do you need another grown man telling you what you need to understand? You don't need to do shit but live your life then die. That's all you need to be doing. Okay? So I want you to understand this and see it immediately. Get offended. Get offended and keep it trucking. Don't let this goofy kind of conversation penetrate your psyche, man. This kind of pandering right here, yeah, chef's kiss for the women. They love this bullshit. But we don't listen to this trash. This is pandering masterclass.
Okay, so me and my friend, a platonic homeboy, we went somewhere last night and we had to get out the car like 3 times.
What's going on, James? Look to the
And he didn't open my door not a single time. So I let it go by a couple times and then I said,
absolutely.
Now that's your 3rd time not opening my door. And he was like, well, I feel like that's romantic. And I said, wait.
Male Babbler. I think you just dropped a new title there, homie. Appreciate you. Male Babbler. Yeah.
Wait, this is a common courtesy, okay? I know we just boys, okay? I know we just boys, but I am still, okay? Treat me like a lady. Disregard the mustache and the whiskers down here, okay? I am very much still a feminine woman. Open my door. Open my door. Am I tripping? Bro, open my door, bro. What y'all think?
I think you talk too much. I think you can't have it both ways, okay? You know what I mean? I've told y'all this before. I had a stud friend before when I was working for the White House. And I started calling her bro, and she's like, I'm a girl. I'm like, man, listen. Now, we're going to have to make a decision here, okay? I'm not going to get confused. What do you want? What do you want?
This is my mom. Why this? Ma, didn't I get my second front shoe before? Why this?
No, he asked his mama that. What is wrong? I needed to hear this quote.
I will never quit. Because if you quit, you're done. You may still be alive walking around on this earth. You're done.
And I always like to say, if it's not you, there's no reason to get mad, right?
Right.
So I say women want men that they can control. So I want you to lead, but I want you to lead the way I want you to lead.
Male Babbler.
That's not letting him lead.
That is so good. Can you say that again? That is so good.
Women want men that they can control.
There ain't nothing wrong with pandering to a woman that's talking some facts, too. If she's talking some facts, if you want to show more teeth than needed, do whatever you got to do. Because women aren't going to listen to you anyway. They're going to listen to another woman. It depends on if they respect her or think that she's more attractive than they are. They won't listen to her if they think that they're more attractive than her. I know it's weird because all dudes are ugly to me. You know what I'm saying? But women have to find a woman they find attractive to listen to. Just like they need an attractive man. It's just the way they're wired, man.
If I say I want this Birkin bag, you're a provider. Go get it. And he say, I am a provider, and we can't afford that Birkin bag. Now he ain't a real man.
Now you talking to your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like women, all the women say they want something that they're not really prepared to get. You're not really prepared for it.
Yeah, I agree. And it has to be tough too, because you figure as a...
And I always like to say, if it's not you, there's no reason to.
You don't think that the woman chooses the guy?
Jacqueline, let me say what you.
Shout out to Patrice O'Neal, R.I.P. man. You know what I mean? This man was ahead of his time.
You choose, but it's not a choose like we choose. You choose. It's almost an unsatisfying feeling, your choice, because you have to choose as if you're scratching a lottery ticket, meaning you survey the land and go, he's nice, and your skill, this is what I mean, your skill is to stand there and go, I'll get his attention so that he comes over with his skills. Because you have no skill to get a man. Your skill is your beauty. You don't know how to get a dude. You don't know how to talk your way into nothing. You don't know how to talk your way into happiness. You never had to move and shake and talk and figure shit out and get rejected on a regular basis. That's not your existence. So of course not, you don't choose a guy. A guy chooses you and you choose to go,
I actually did need. You don't think that the woman chooses the guy?
Jacqueline, let me say.
Women 35 plus, please listen to me, and I'm saying this with love, okay? You have got to reclaim your femininity, or you're going to be manless your whole life. I know if you wanted one, you could have one, but you do want one, and you don't have one. So just let me give you some game, okay? First of all, read Art of Seduction. It might help you tap back into your femininity, especially April Mason's Identity Switch. That's definitely going to help you. But you are coming off like men. Men don't want men. Yes, I'm a masculine female. Y'all hear how toned my voice is because I'm talking to you. If I was talking to a man, I'd be talking like this.
That's being a chameleon. And also, that is aggression, like Kenny P was saying. You're just being aggressive. You're not being masculine. A masculine man is a gentleman, having all the power in the world, knowing different kind of martial arts, but showing discipline and restraint, working out all day, being able to run 20 miles, but just going and picking your kid up from school like it's nothing, just basically being a superhero walking amongst regular people with restraint. You're not a good guy. You're a kind man. You're not no good guy. So you don't know what true masculinity is. Okay? Please stop saying this.
And I would be talking very slow. And I would maintain my eye contact. And any moment that I felt him getting defensive,
Babbler, I like this.
I would soften.
I'm going to put it in the titles.
So that I could take his guard back down. You got to learn, baby girl.
Take his guard
or you're going to be
down.
manless your whole life.
You got to be careful. These chameleons out here, they're dressing up in full Islam. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it. And you know what I mean? And that's not, I know that's not what it is, right? I don't know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I don't care. Anyway, they're covered up all the way to the top. You know, and they're talking about dropping his guard. What kind of person that's got good intentions speaks like that? Watch how people talk. If they talk in a manipulative way, even if they're talking good stuff, they're just a chameleon, okay? They're showing you their true colors. You know, listen to how they talk.
Next.
Have you ever been married?
Yep, twice.
So how long were you there?
Why?
She might be a great woman, an absolutely amazing and phenomenal woman, but by herself, not in a relationship, by herself, to be left to do whatever she needs to do in her life, because not every woman is cut out for a relationship. Not every woman does not have the nature to accommodate a man or to blend with a man or to be in service to a man. No, some women are really better left alone because they're independent thinking. They're independent minded. You don't want to be with a woman who's independent minded or who lacks the knowledge on how to be with a man. Okay? Some women are just like, let me tell you something. Did you know that being in a relationship is a skill? They don't tell us this, but you have to be skilled to be in a relationship. You know why? Well, because it's based on communication. That's why they call communication a skill. They call it communication skills, don't they? Yes, they do. but everybody is not skilled with communication.
It's a fact. It's a fact. Now, I've always been blessed with it, gift of the gab. But, it is a skill. It still has to be refined. Thank God for me working at the White House, where I learned to be tactful about whatever I have to say or get fired. And once you get fired from the White House, it's over. You'll never get another job. But if you don't get fired, you get every job you want. That's why I was getting those jobs too, man. That's not a lie. You know what I'm saying? I got working for the White House on there, no degree. They're like, they can put on there that they have an ex-employee of the White House. They can use that. So of course, man, but communication is a skill. And a lot of women don't have skill, period. They don't have to. They use their beauty. But, a lot of them, are not worth dating. And they have no communication whatsoever. Pay attention to that. This man, he's talking some good stuff. You guys smash that like button.
This woman most likely is not, especially when it comes to an intimate relationship with a man. The ability to know how to communicate effectively, to harmonize, to blend, to enhance, to empower, to become one-minded, that's tough for some people. Don't